Hello everyone and welcome to online English class. This is level 2, lesson 14. Lesson 14 starts on May 20th. This is part 1, so this is the first video. In this video, we're going to work on the warm-up and citizenship. You are probably watching this video between May 20th and June 4th. This video was filmed on May 17th, 2020. So let's start with the warm-up. Today is Sunday. The day is Sunday. The date is May 17th, 2020. The month is May. The date is the 17th. The year is 2020. Let's move on to the weather. So right now is Sunday afternoon. It is 2 p.m. The weather is partly cloudy, and the temperature right now is 83 degrees. So if we look down here, this is the temperature range for Sunday. So the high temperature is 83 degrees, and the low temperature is 64 degrees. Alright, so the weather is partly cloudy. Today, the temperature range. So I want to know the high temperature and the low temperature. And we always say the low temperature first. Today, the temperature range is from 64 to 83 degrees. Today, the temperature range is from 64 to 83 degrees Fahrenheit. Right now, the temperature is 83 degrees. It feels warm, or maybe it feels hot. So, maybe you're asking, why is the temperature from 64 to 83? Because right now the temperature is 83 degrees. Well, the temperature range is for all day, so we have the daytime and the nighttime. So let's look at the temperature for tonight. So right now, it is in the afternoon, so it's around 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Right now, in the afternoon, it is 83 degrees. In the evening, so between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m., it's a little cooler. It's around 80 degrees in the evening. At night, so from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. is at night when everyone's sleeping. The temperature is about 70 degrees, a little less than 70 degrees, 68 degrees maybe. So the temperature range is from 64 to 83 degrees. And it's cooler at night. So this is when the temperature is lower. This is when we have the low temperature at night. So when we use the temperature range, we are talking about all day and all night. When we talk about this sentence, right now the temperature is 83 degrees, we mean right now at 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Yesterday, the weather was, we use past tense, so we say yesterday the weather was partly cloudy. Tomorrow, in the future, we say the weather will be. So what is the weather tomorrow? Well, tomorrow is Monday. It looks like it's going to be rainy and stormy. Let's see what it says here. It says thunderstorms. So we can say tomorrow the weather will be stormy, or we can say rainy, or we can say tomorrow there will be a thunderstorm. So we can say tomorrow the weather will be stormy or rainy. If a word ends with the letter Y, it's an adjective. It describes the weather tomorrow. So stormy or rainy describe the weather tomorrow. Here, the word thunderstorm. Thunderstorm is a thing. Tomorrow there will be a thunderstorm. Okay, now we are going to learn some citizenship. If you don't want to learn citizenship, you can go to video 2. You can go to part 2. So, to find the book online, you need to go to the website, go to your class. In week 7, lesson 13, look for Citizen book. And I know this book is very hard. It's more difficult than this citizenship book. I know this book is easier, but we already learned this book. I already taught you everything in here, but we can learn this again. But now we're going to learn a little bit more about American government. We just learn 1 or 2 questions every day. So, in the last lesson, we learned the supreme law of the land is called the Constitution. And the Constitution is a document, a paper, that has all of the rules for the country and the government. And we know that, we know that the Constitution says these rules are for the government, and these rules are for the country, and these rules are for the state. So the Constitution makes all of the rules for the government, for the country. And the first 3 words of the Constitution are "we the people." These are the first 3 words of the Constitution. So if you look at a picture of the Constitution, you can see these are also the biggest words. So this is the Constitution. The first 3 words, the really big words on the Constitution say, "we the people." This is a question they ask a lot on the citizenship exam. They always ask, what are the first 3 words of the Constitution? Those words are "we the people." So what does it mean, "we the people"? It means the people decide how the country works. So the people of the United States decide the rules of the Constitution. We say, okay, we want this rule, or we don't want that rule. So the people decide on the rules. The people make the decisions. So the first 3 words of the Constitution are "we the people." Moving on to number 4, what is an amendment? Amendment. So let me write this word for you. Whoops. Amendment. 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 An amendment is a change or addition. A change or addition. So, an addition means you add more to it. You put more onto it. So let's say you go shopping. This is the shopping list. On the shopping list, you have apples, oranges, meat. So this is the shopping list. And then let's say you go to the store and then you need one more thing. You need to add one more thing. So you also add watermelon. This is an amendment. It's a change or an addition. And now let's say you don't want apples anymore, so no more apples. This is also a change or an amendment. So in the Constitution, an amendment is a change or an addition to the rules on the document. So we say, okay, so we don't want this rule anymore, or okay, we want a new rule. So on the Constitution, we will make a change. Okay, so question 5. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? The first 10 amendments are special. We call them the Bill of Rights. This is the name of the first 10 amendments. So amendment number 1, 2, 3, amendment number 4, number 5, number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The first 10 amendments, the first 10 additions or changes are called the Bill of Rights. So let's start with the word bill. A bill is a law or document. A bill is a law or a document. That's just what it means. And the Bill of Rights is the first 10 amendments to the Constitution. The Bill of Rights is the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, the first 10 extra rules. The Bill of Rights made 10 extra rules to the Constitution. So, now I will tell you why the Bill of Rights is important. So, when the framers, when the writers of the Constitution, when the people who wrote the Constitution, they only wrote about the, stop. Lights, please, okay. My light broke. Okay, it's working now. When the framers or the writers of the Constitution wrote the Constitution, they only wrote about the rules for the government. They only said, okay, so we have a president for 4 years, we have a Congress, we have a court, blah, 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 for the government. The Constitution only has rules for the government. So, the Bill of Rights is an addition of 10 more rules to the Constitution. What are these rules? They are called protections. Protection of rights. Rights are things you can do. So the rights that are protected here are you can have any religion. One of the rights or one of the things that you can do because of the Bill of Rights is you can have any religion. You can go to church, you can go to temple, you can do anything. You can have no religion, it's okay. The protection here is you can have any religion. This is protected by the Bill of Rights. The first 10 amendments say, yes, this is good, this is okay. You can have a fair trial in court. You can have a fair trial in court. What this means is maybe you get a ticket for driving too fast. You get a speeding ticket. You can go to court and then you can say, I'm sorry, I make a mistake. I didn't see the sign. It will not happen again. You can go to court for a fair trial. So you can go to court and then the judge will listen to you and then they will decide yes or no. Is this good or is this bad? You can. This is something you can do because of the Bill of Rights. So the Bill of Rights protects things you can do. It protects things you can do. You can also have weapons, like a gun. The Bill of Rights protects your rights. So it says you can also have weapons. You can have a gun in your house with more rules. But the Bill of Rights is the first 10 amendments to the Constitution. So the first 10 more rules to the Constitution that say these are the protections of rights. These are the things everyone in America can do. Okay, moving on to question number 6. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? So what does the First Amendment do? Before, we were talking about the first 10 amendments. Now we are only talking about the First Amendment. So Amendment number 1. These are all of the things you can do that are protected by the First Amendment. The First Amendment says everyone in America can do this. So, speech. In America, you can say anything you want. You can say, the sky is purple. The sky is red. The sky is yellow. Or, pineapple and pizza are really bad together. Hawaiian pizza is really, really bad. These are things you can say because the First Amendment protects it. So the First Amendment is a rule in the Constitution that says anyone in America can say what they want. That is the freedom of speech. Freedom is something you can do. Freedom of religion. You can have any religion. You can go to church, you can go to temple, synagogue, you can be a Christian, you can be a Muslim, it's okay. Freedom of assembly or freedom of press. Freedom of press means you can write anything you want. So newspapers, magazines, you can write anything you want. Assembly. You can go somewhere with a lot of people. So you can go to English class, you can go to work, or you can go to a restaurant. Freedom of assembly. It means you can go outside. Freedom to petition the government. This means you can talk to the government, you can talk to the people who run the government, like the president or the governor or the government of your city, and you can say, hi, I don't like this. Can you please change this? Or, I like this. I want you to keep this. So the word petition means talk to the government. Give your opinion to the government. This is a freedom that is protected by the First Amendment. That is Amendment number 1. So when they ask you, what does the First Amendment do? You can say, it protects your rights to say what you want, have any religion, or talk to the government. That's what the First Amendment does. It gives the freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly, freedom of press petition the government. The First Amendment protects these rights. And then the very last question of the citizenship lesson is, how many amendments does the Constitution have? There are 27 amendments. So there are 27 changes to the Constitution, starting from the year 1791. So in 200 years, there were only 27 changes to the Constitution. So all you need to know is how many amendments does the Constitution have? How many amendments are there? There are 27.